Japanese bank profits. Which ADR has the cleanest rate boost?
My view. Japanese bank profits favor Mizuho on risk quality.
But didn't MUFG post the fastest Japanese bank profit growth?
Yes, MUFG grew fastest, but Mizuho kept credit costs lowest.
So this is growth versus the cost of bad loans?
Exactly. First, set the interest rate backdrop.
The BOJ says its policy rate is around 1%.
In plain English, yen loans can earn wider spreads.
In plain English, banks may charge more on loans.
Yes, if deposit costs do not rise just as quickly.
But a higher rate can also expose weak borrowers.
Here's the key. Credit costs belong beside profit growth.
The Fed range is 3.5 to 3.75.
Its midpoint is 3.625%.
So the US midpoint is 2.625 points higher than Japan?
In plain English, that gap shapes dollars, yen, and funding.
Why should an American investor care?
MUFG, SMFG, and Mizuho all trade in the US as ADRs.
Show me the matched calculation, not a rate cut slogan.
Think of it like one scorecard. Annual management profit.
Start with MUFG's English SEC results filing.
MUFG reported net operating profit of 2.377 trillion yen.
The prior year was 1.591 trillion yen, right?
In plain English, divide new by old, then subtract 1.
That is 49.4%, the highest growth of all three.
That is the fastest growth of these three banks.
So MUFG wins automatically?
No, its credit costs rose to 355.8 billion yen.
Normalize that against the operating profit figure.
Think of it like a toll. 15.0% of profit, lower than SMFG.
And those credit costs rose by 247.1 yen billion.
Yes, fast growth came with a much larger loss buffer.
Still, MUFG has the largest profit pool here.
It is about 1.67 times Mizuho's figure.
Next is SMFG's English SEC results filing.
SMFG reported net business profit of 2.331 trillion yen.
Was its prior figure 1.719 trillion yen?
That is 35.6%, lower growth than MUFG.
Wait, so SMFG trails MUFG by 13.8 points?
Correct, using the reported management profit measures.
What happened to SMFG's credit costs?
They reached 388.4 billion yen, the largest amount here.
As a share of net business profit?
About 16.7%, higher than both peers.
But SMFG's owner profit still rose by 405 yen billion.
True, that is a real counterpoint to the credit cost warning.
It also recorded provisions for forward-looking risks.
So some cost may reflect caution, not realized defaults.
Now Mizuho's English SEC results filing.
Mizuho reported net business profit of 1.423 trillion yen.
Was the prior figure 1.099 trillion yen?
That is 29.5%, lower growth than both peers.
Wait, so Mizuho has the slowest profit growth?
Yes, but the credit cost test changes the ranking.
Mizuho's credit-related costs were 133.1 yen billion.
That is 9.4% of profit, lower than both peers.
Roughly 5.6 points below MUFG's burden.
And about 7.3 points below SMFG's.
Mizuho also earned 325.1 yen billion on stock sales.
That is the catch. Some profit quality is not recurring.
Its owner profit rose 41%, though.
Put simply, the result is strong but not all rate spread income.
Put all three normalized results together.
Growth was 49, 36, and 29%.
MUFG first, SMFG second, and Mizuho third.
Credit burdens were 15, 17, and 9%.
That ranking flips the risk quality answer toward Mizuho.
In plain English, that is analysis, not a trade instruction.
What is the strongest counterpoint?
But the banks do not define management profit identically.
So the comparison is useful, but not perfect accounting parity.
Exactly. Also, cautious provisions can later reverse.
And stock sale gains can make Mizuho look cleaner today.
Yes, we must separate recurring spread income from gains.
What would change your Mizuho first risk view?
If Mizuho stays above 15% for 2 quarters, I would revise.
Or if MUFG keeps near 50% profit growth?
Yes, especially if MUFG holds credit burden near 15.
What macro signal matters most to a US holder?
Watch the Fed-BOJ gap, yen translation, and deposit costs.
A narrower gap could strengthen yen but trim US spreads.
Right. Currency help and bank margin help can move opposite.
So what is the concise investor answer?
MUFG leads growth. Mizuho leads this credit cost quality test.